Yo, 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 what's going on with y'all, man? Y'all know this your boy Smitty, the elephant in the room. We're here for another edition of Let's Talk About It, addressing the elephant in the room. Today I got a special guest, one of the hottest young prospects coming up out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, if any of y'all know. Y'all see the name Dennis Q, Quiet Storm, QS Thompson. How you feeling, baby?
Yes, sir. I'm feeling good. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Beautiful Saturday. How your weekend going, man? How everything
You
going?
doing good? Just came from a nice run earlier.
Okay, how many miles we got in today? How many miles we got in?
We did probably about like 3 miles. Also a little additional work too.
Okay. That's all right, man. So how you feeling, man? You getting ready for another fight? What you got? What we 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out now?
I believe it's like 3 weeks out on June
Okay, how
13th.
we? Okay, how we feeling going into that fight, man?
I'm feeling good, feeling nice and strong. Still performing in the gym how we supposed to. Camp looking good. I'm just ready to put on a performance for y'all.
Put on the performance, okay, man. So you coming in, man. You looking good, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to stand here like I'm bigging you up, eating and all that. But you looking good coming in. Your last performance, you put on a hell of a performance. You didn't get y'all. Didn't, you wasn't on the last card. I was surprised by that because the last matchroom card you was on, but this matchroom card was you not on. They couldn't find you an opponent. That's why you didn't get on that one.
We was it was Ramadan and all that, so we was decided not do it, stuff like that.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So do we know who we fighting yet this time? We know who we fighting coming around.
Yeah, we do, but I don't know his name. I don't
Okay,
know.
okay, okay. We know his record.
What's the record?
6 and 11.
6-11.
6-11. Okay, that's a little jump though, because he got some experience. He got six
Yeah.
wins under the belt, so that's still a good experience right there for you, man. So what's some things we working on in this camp, getting ready for this fight.
All right, yeah, he was 6-11 five knockout. Say that again for me, please.
So what's some things we doing different in this camp, getting ready for this fight coming up though?
This fight coming up. We still actually we coming up with plans. Make sure that we execute our plans. Whole lot of body work to break them down and stuff like
Okay, got you, man. So since we getting in camp, who's some people you getting in there work with sparring, man? We know you in a heck of a stable. We'll get into that a little bit down in the interview. But who's some people that you sparring with the same people? Did you switch it up this time around for this camp?
that. And work with Andy, Haven back, so we're gonna get some work with Haven. A lot of the guys down at the gym in Bosie's dungeon. Sometimes we had other work come down, stuff like
Okay. How's it like down there training in Bosie's dungeon? Y'all got some good fighters coming up in y'all stable, man. But what's it like working under with Coach Bosie, man?
that. It's good because I'm learning everything that he willing to teach me and stuff like that. It's all of it is just a big learning process.
Got you. I guess yeah, you 6-0 for a knockout, so you coming up through the ranks, man. You coming up. That's all right. So I would ask you to some stuff, man. Like you like you say, you getting ready to fight Robin Ellis. That's his name. I just looked him up real quick. Robin Ellis. What's your mindset though? Every fight is different. You just like you say, you training different on this one. What's your mindset going into this fight? I think I just seen you did an interview and y'all was talking about some things for as far as the future of boxing, and we can talk about that too. But right now we talking about in boxing. So what's your mindset going into this fight though?
Right now, the mindset is just to stay locked in, stay focused on the goal.
Got you. Stay focused on the goal. So what is your goal? What's your goal? What's your goals in boxing though? What's some things you want to get done while you here in boxing?
I'm in boxing, some goals, world champ, have all the belts, potentially move up in weight classes and get belts at them weight classes too.
Got you, man. What's the furthest you see yourself jumping up in weight? Like, what's the heaviest you think you can fight at comfortable and still have your pop and athleticism that you got at?
I really don't know because I'm only
I know you
19.
still
I'm
young. You
still
only 19. I'm about
growing.
to say, I know you still young.
Yeah.
You don't really start growing into your body till you get like 25, where you can feel like,
Um,
all right, this is all right for me.
yeah, so I don't really know. I could end up perhaps jumping up to 40. You never know.
Okay, I got you, man. So you got your pop sitting right next to you. I know he tuned in. What's it like having him in your corner? I see he's always posting not pictures, but videos of y'all working out. How's it like having him in your corner with you, man?
It's great having him in my corner because that's the person that I started with. Without him, none of this would be possible right now.
That's great, man. That's always good. See, I like to always give the pops a shout out, man, because fathers, they don't always get they just do. You know, fathers is looked at as, oh, the kid, he ain't have his father. It's like, or with boxing, we know how everybody try to say, oh, pops just want to shine, he want to steal his sunshine, and you want to think that it's his life. So that's good that you say without him it wouldn't be possible. So you sticking right there with him, man.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel as though, because you know you got your pops, you got Pooh in this, Farah in this, you got Bozy in this, you got all them minds right there in one for you while you training for fights and training just in general to stay ready, because you always gotta stay ready. How's it like having all those minds together though, including your pops?
It's good because everybody got like the different take on boxing and stuff like that. And then when you mix it all together, it's just like taking it up to a different level.
Got you, I got you, man. Taking it up to another level. So some things I wanted to ask you, like, as far as like, what's some things you feel as you need to work on just in your game, like, you without giving up all this stuff, because you don't like to expose weaknesses and things. What's some things you feel like you can work on that'll get you up to that next level, that where you trying to be at?
Um, for real, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, putting in that hard work at the gym, and everything just gonna fall in line.
Got you, man. So you coming out of Philly. You from North, right? You from down North, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Got you, man. What's it like just having that North Philly in you, and now you getting it in that ring? You know, Philly known for having some great. Obviously, right now we ain't even got to talk about him yet. Boots, he's repping the city hard, and of course you got the Joe Fraziers, the Beehives, the Danny Swift Garcias. You know, Gabe Rosado. You got all them type of guys that came out of Philly. So what's it mean just for you to have that Philly in you when you step in that ring? You know, Philly known for like with all sports, it's a sports town. And one thing
Hmm.
about Philly, when you get in there, you're gonna give it your all. Because if you don't give it your all, you know how the city gonna go at you. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
get out of here. So how does it just feel for you being from North Philly, born and raised, and then you transferring, putting that energy into the ring?
Because like everybody from Philly bring that dog about you.
That dog, yeah, absolutely. You know you gotta be a dog when you step in that ring. And just like all the like I said, in that stable that you got that you training out of, you got a lot of dogs in there. So you know if you don't have that dog in you, you're gonna get ate.
Hmm.
But some other things I wanted to talk to you about, like just boxing wise, like because I know like I say you 6-0, you still coming up, you still learning, you're only 19, so you got a long career inshallah ahead of you. What's some things though out of boxing that you like? You know, like you said, you want to hopefully one day be undisputed, depending on the weight classes and all that. What's some things though that you want boxing that you want to be known for within boxing though? Like not just undisputed, but like you, Dennis Thompson. What you want people to know you for within boxing?
Well, I want people to know with
You went out a little bit. I couldn't hear you. You went
say that
out. You
again.
came in.
What I want to be known for?
Yeah.
For real, I want to leave my mark on the boxing. Like when people think about boxing, they think about me, basically.
Like when you people talk about when they bring up Boots or Bud or Canelo,
Yeah,
we want them to make sure they say Dennis Thompson.
right.
Got you, I got you. Where you get the name Quiet Storm from, and why they call you Quiet? Who gave you that name and why?
It was a friend of mine had gave it to me. Yeah,
Okay, that
because I'm really not too much of a talker, but and then I let it all show when I'm inside the ring.
okay. You know, yeah, I can tell you not too much of a talker. You quiet, you quick answers and all that. That's all right, man. So what's like we talk more about your stable that you went to. You in the Bosey's dungeon. You got fighters you train on there with Ishmael. That's my man Ishmael Muhammad. And you training in there with Andy Cruz, Cool Boy, Stephon Fulton, and then of course Boots. What's it like just having all them different and y'all all different weight classes? And it's just what is it like though, just having all y'all in that one gym all together training?
Like I was saying, everybody also with them, everybody carry boxing. Everybody got different styles. You got southpaws, orthodox. You got everything in that one place, and it's all just got my pen and my pad, just writing down, taking notes
Taking
from
it all.
everybody.
Yeah, absolutely taking it all in. So how do you feel like that helps you going into fights, knowing that you got different styles?
Because sparring with them, they show me I'm looking at a whole bunch of different people, the experience, stuff like that, and it makes everything so much easier.
Got you. I got you, man. Got you. Makes sense. I got you. So when you looking. So how many times we look? How many times we look can expect to see Dennis Thompson in the ring this year? Inshallah. I know it's your second fight this year so far, right?
Third fight this
It's your
year.
third zone. This your third one. So how many times
Mhm.
can we expect to hopefully see you this year in the ring?
I mean, we trying to fight as much as possible. Um, it ain't no telling how many fights that I'll be had this year, but I'm starting to stay busy and keep on fighting.
Okay, I got you. I got you,
Oh, I'm
man.
sorry, this is my fourth fight this year.
Four fight.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. You see, we ain't even halfway through, and you already got four in, man.
Mhm.
We looking at trying to get 10, and you trying to pull a Sugar Ray Leonard 11 in
Hey,
1 year.
hey, we might.
I got you. I got you, man. Um, so going into I who's some of your favorite boxers? Not Boots, not anybody you in the gym with. Who's some boxers though that you like to try to kind of mold your game? I wouldn't say mold your game because that's like trying to say you trying to emulate being like them. But I say it's like
Mhm.
somebody that you watching and you sitting there like I like their game, I like their fighting style. Like you pay attention to them. You might take some tools from out their shed and all that, but like who's some people that you kind of you feel me?
Somebody like I like Abdullah Mason a lot.
I like Abdullah a lot
Um,
too. Abdullah's a good fighter. He shit, you and him about damn near the same with all this activity y'all doing. He fought
yeah.
5 times last year. It's already his second time fighting this year. You talking about you got four in. Shoot, y'all both that's one thing y'all got in common is activity.
Hmm.
What is it about Abdullah you like so much?
I like his style a little bit, the softball style. Now, like, and he got some crack too. And he
Absolutely.
showed me that even if he get knocked down, he still get back up and ready to fight.
Yeah, Abdullah. Honestly, that's my favorite young fighter, and I like it. And that right there, what you just brought up, is what made me. When I seen him fight last November on the Keyshawn on the card, and we seen him, it threw me off. I say, "Oh, he got dropped," but it was because he was being overly aggressive, and everybody he got too antsy, got overly aggressive. But he showed me a lot of heart because we've seen a lot of dudes get knocked down, they don't get back up. He showed me,
Right.
no, I'm gonna get up. He knocked the dude down. He got knocked down again, but he still got up and went in there and fought. And you can't, like you said, you can't do nothing but respect that. So absolutely,
Mm.
Dula Mason not a bad fighter. Who's some of the older fighters though that you like?
Older
Dula
fighter I
Mason,
like.
you are in the same age group. So who's some
Yeah.
older fighters?
Old fighter Prince Nassim.
For instance, whoo,
Yeah.
that your pops had you watching him fight. Had you
Nah,
watching him fight?
nah, I actually found him on my own.
Okay, that's all right.
Surprisingly, yeah.
That's all right. That's definitely all right. So as you getting ready for this fight, what's the date again? Go ahead, let the people know what's the date again.
The day is June 13th at 2300 Arena in Philadelphia.
At 2300 Arena. As we get ready to see into that, what's some steps that you like? I want to say because you already said you taking it day by day training. But what's some things that you doing each day to get better for that June 13th? Because June 13th, what 3 weeks away? Yeah, that's three
Yeah.
weeks away.
We working hard. I don't know as much to tell you, but we can't. Not I mean, we can't put it all out. But yeah, we working hard. We making sure we staying in the gym, staying in tip top shape.
Got you, man. I got you, man. So but you said you saying something?
No,
So I thought that was somebody. I thought you was saying you and your pops were saying something, man. So you say you stay in the tip top shape. So are you planning on staying in the same weight class for the rest of the year though, or you planning on moving up? Because you looking real good though right now at super bantamweight. But is we planning on staying here for the rest of the year, or we possibly could be moving up?
it all depends. Right now, the weight is not a hard. It's not hard for me to make and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be
I
no
asked you that
point
because you
moving
know
up
a lot of
right
a
now.
lot of boxers when they're young, it'd be hard for them. I ain't gonna say hard to make weight because it gets harder as the older you get. But it's
Hmm.
harder because some people don't be strict on their diet. So when you go into the weight, it's time to weigh in. You can't really they struggling to make that weight. So that's why I'm asking you that. Is the weight all right?
Yeah, the weight definitely be cool.
I got you. I got you. I got you. So So I gotta ask you this because you a boxer and I know you keep up with boxing obviously since you hit the Prince Nine. I see what you think, what you feel as if the state of boxing is right now, just in boxing in general, not just you, but just the state of boxing. Period.
How about the state of boxing?
Yeah, because it's a lot of talk. People like the fans will say, all boxers, all they care about is the money. They ain't fighting no more. This and that. Then you got some fans that's like, no, I like what we getting out of boxing because this new generation seems to be the one that want to do it. Like your generation, you and Abdullah.
Yeah. Um, I feel like boxing is good right now because you got a lot of people that's starting to come and fight each other, putting their belts on the line and stuff like that. So I feel like it's making it more entertaining.
Entertaining. I got you. How you feel as if Turkey Al Sheik's impact is on boxing so far? You see, he's throwing events, the Times Square event that happened back in April. He's
Yeah.
talking about the Ring magazine, the one that's gonna be in Queens in July. How you feeling about what he doing?
I feel like he trying to put all the good fights together.
Got you. Me
Yeah.
personally, I like his vision. I see his vision and what he's trying to do. I think he needs a couple more people around him that better. I wouldn't say it's better matchmaking, but like they actually know, like they have a brains for boxing, and just
Mhm.
that way he can have people around him that's telling him like, you should have such and such. 'Cause I think what went wrong in April is just he threw a bunch of names that people would know in there, thinking, oh, because we
Right.
got names, it's gonna do good. All names do really, like I know they might sell something, but that don't mean they gonna make a good fight.
Right.
So that's what I feel as if he need. That's what he need.
Yeah, I
Um,
agree.
yeah. But since we speaking on Turkey, he threw out that idea, and I gotta ask you. I was talking. I know you know Greg Haggett because I know you know old head.
Yeah.
So he was talking about T.O. and Boots. How you feel about that fight, T.O. and Boots?
So boots, I got boots for
Yeah, I
sure.
mean, I know who you got. I'm just
Yeah.
asking you how you got. I got Boots, but I'm just saying, how
Yeah.
do you feel about that fight? Like, I
Um.
think that's not a fight that T.O. should fight right now. I think he should stay. If we go, I was talking to people when they try to always bring up T.O.'s resume, right? And I'm like, all
Mhm.
right, he got a hell of a resume at 135. Can't nobody dispute that. When he was
Right.
there, is a hell of a resume. At 140, he got a cool one, but I mean, there's people there at 140. He should be calling his name Gary Antoine Russell. Sabril Matias, shit, even Richardson Hitchens, they all the champs there, them four.
Mhm.
I feel as if he should try to do that because I don't feel as him fighting Boots right now. It's like I feel like that's just like I call it a video game fight. Like you playing
Yeah.
Fight Night or Undisputed, and you like, oh, I'm gonna pick him. You pick him. That's what I feel about that fight.
Hey, I think it'd be a hard fight for him for Talfimo for
I
sure.
think it's gonna be a bad. I don't think it's a good fight at all for T. I think it's a good fight if you just want to see names fight each other. But I don't think it's a good fight for T.O. personally. That's me personally.
Okay. Okay.
But like you still young in your career, right? And I know you watching different boxers, some in your age group, probably even some older. What's a dream fight for you as you go further on down your career? You 15, 18, 20 fights in. What's a dream fight that you would say, man, I want to get in the ring with him? Whether it's just be on your resume or be like, man, I think that would be a good fight between us. And it don't got to be at the weight class you currently in right now. Because like
Mhm.
we both know, as you get older, you move up because depending on how your metabolism go,
Right.
your weight. But what's a dream fight you would like?
To be honest with you, I never even really thought about that yet.
You haven't? Why not?
Yeah,
That's
I ain't
crazy.
I ain't really think
Most
about
people they like, man. One day I want to lace it up with him just because I know.
yeah, yeah, nah, I ain't never really think about that.
Got you. Who's some people that gave you some? I ain't gonna say gave you some good work and sparring, but who's some people you love sparring with? You have sparred that you like sparring. Like it
Uh,
brings the best out you.
my
Like
favorite
each time
person,
y'all step it in, you bringing the best out you because like,
yeah,
hold up, I know we about to get it, and I gotta come with it.
my favorite person inspired gotta be Christian Cardo down there.
Christian Tardo, why is that? What he brings the best out of you whenever y'all step in there?
Yeah, he bring the best out of me, and he got that speed. He real quick and all that.
He twitchy. Okay, I got you.
Mhm.
I got you. So, what's this journey been like for you? It's early in your career. We know you 6-0, like I said. What's this journey so far been for you? Just going through unboxing and just
Um,
learning the pros. Because I know you still learning the pro lifestyle, being a
mhm.
professional boxer. And you learn more as each fight progresses. I know each after each win, you fight a tougher comp. Maybe it's one that got more experience. But how's it been so far?
It's been good so far. Been learning a lot, and most important thing, I've been having fun while doing it.
Gotcha. That's always important. As long as you learning and still having fun, that's gonna keep you understanding. Once you stay motivated. So I seen you did it. I seen one of your interviews. I think you did it last week or a week before. I think, but I had seen it this week. You was talking about in it where the goal is to get your money and to get out. You don't want to be in your late 40s, mid 40s, still trying to fight so you can get some money. You want to make sure you do what you got to do to get your
Right.
money. Can you elaborate on that? Because some party might not have exactly seen that. They might just seen the clip.
To elaborate on that, basically, I would rather, so I will make money with the boxing and then invest my money into something else that's gonna continue to keep building my money.
Gosh, got you. Well, I get what. Not just investing. What's some things you like to invest in?
Um, right now, I don't know. Not right now. I
Now,
ain't.
right now,
Yeah,
okay. So, but so it's obviously that you got your head on right, and I can tell obviously in your pops is in your ear telling you, man, you don't want to just be by fighting and fighting and blowing your money. Because, like I said, you don't want to be 46, 45. You see a lot of some of our greats that were my era that was greats that was older than me that I see fighting, and they coming back in their mid late 40s, 50s, taking fights just so they could get some money so they could fight. Because I don't know if they mismanaged their money or what happened with promoters or what happened. So you know they coming back to get some money fighting. That's not trying. That's not going to be you. Once you call it quits, you done.
nah, that's definitely not the goal.
He said, once I call it quits, I'm done. Okay, I got you. I got you, man. So I ask you just one more question about him before we talk more about you. You got a lot of people like I guess because of the whole Virgil thing, and then now this To situation, and it's like Boots. He keeps saying, "I want to go undisputed." Sort of like what you just said. You said, "I want to go undisputed." My goal is, and this is to be able to say, whatever the weight class I was in, I went undisputed at it. It means you got all four belts. What's your take on all this stuff? People trying to say, "Oh, Boots ducking him," but even though Boots has said it clear as day, I'm not ducking nobody. I want to go undisputed. My goal is I want all four belts at the welterweight. If I can't get it, I'm gonna go up to super. I'm gonna go up to super welterweight. What's your take on all that, man? Because as a boxer, when you put that out there, like this is my goal, like you just said, this is my goal. I want to do this. But people glamorize with, oh, I want this name to fight this name, and then it's a, no, I'm not doing that. It's a duck. What's your input on that situation?
We ain't gonna speak on that.
You got you.
We-
I got you. I got you. We get on in the next journey. So now you in super bantamweight. Like I said, you got your fight coming up. You already training. You learning every day. That'll make that after you get that win, inshallah, that'll make the seventh victory for you.
Right.
Once you get in the sevens, you starting to get closer to them double digit wins. That's when the competition starts gearing up. That's when this competition starts. You can hear me still?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's when the competition. I seen your screening first. So I make sure that's when your competition starts gearing up. What's some things you plan on doing? Do you like? Obviously, I know you already in there training with world champs, so you doing the same type of workout regime that they doing. But what's some different things though that you plan on just doing as far as competition wise going up once you get closer to that double digits?
Um, we always train for if we was going against the best. You never underestimate anybody because anything can happen inside that boxing ring. So we always train for the biggest and best people.
Got you, man. Yeah, you see, yeah, you don't never look forward. We seen what just happened with my man a couple months ago. My man, he was looking forward to a fight ahead because there was a lot of money tied to it allegedly. And we seen what happened when he went in there. When you don't pay attention to what's in front of you, you worried about what's at behind. In front. You don't pay attention to what's in front of you right then, and you worrying about what's down the road. You definitely see what's going to happen. So
Mhm.
absolutely. But what's the? I ask everybody this, especially all my prospects. I ask everybody this. What's five fights you want to see in boxing? It can be men or women. It don't have to be this year. Like, no, I want to see them this year. But what's five fights you want to see between fighters that's either in their prime now or why they in their prime?
Mm.
It can be man or I said man, male or female. It don't gotta just be male either.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
And not including you, because you already said you not focusing too far on the future.
Mhm.
You focusing on right now.
I don't really know.
He
I
said you
don't
can't think
know
of five fighters. You don't fight.
that I
Well, not
want to
five
see.
fighters. Five fights.
Nah, not that I want to
As
see.
a fan of boxing, you don't have 5 fights, just 5 fights as a fan. To people that you like watching that's in there right now that you would say, shit, I like to see them too. They in the same weight class too.
I'm a little lost too. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
He said, I don't know.
I don't know who to match up.
See, my 5 right now, I would love. Well, I think that ship sailed because they both got different out plans for their career. I had wanted to see Boots and Bud, but and then I also wanted to see Bud and Canelo. But since we getting Bud and Canelo, I can't say that no more. The 5 fights I want to see Tank and Shakur. Uh, I doubt this will happen unless they can come up with a catchweight. Clarissa Shields and Alicia Bumgardner.
Yeah, that's a
I was
good one.
thinking about that.
Clarissa Shields and Alicia Bumgardner. Tank and Shakur. I like to see Floyd Schofield and Abdullah Mason. I like all. I got 2 more. Damn, I just had it.
Former now.
I just had it. Is Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz.
Former.
And then the 5th fight, I had it because I was just talking to Scooter Davis about it. The 5th fight, I wanted to see. I wanted to see. It was the Devin and Ryan rematch because I wanted to see that this time with no none of the BS for the PEDs and all that. But after that, what just happened in April, I don't even know if I want to see that fight right now anymore. So the 5th fight, I wanted to see Devin and Tank because of their history back when they was back and younger. So I wanted to see it now. Hopefully, while they both still in their prime.
Mm,
What you think about those 5?
Them just sound cool, but I don't know about that Devin and Tank one.
Why you don't know about that? You think Tank? Devin outgrew the weight class that Tank is?
Um, Tank, I think Tank could get in like bad.
No, I think Tank. I got Tank. I didn't say who I got winning. I just said those 5 fights I wanted to see. I got Tank getting Devin,
I think
but
Devin
that's
gets
the fight I
this
wanted to
huge
see.
fight. Gunner.
Yeah, I don't think that will make it a good fight.
Well, after that, after what we just seen in April with the whole bouncing and
Yeah,
jitteries and yeah, that's what I seen when I seen that fight. I was kind of looking at it. I'm like, I hope this is just because he's ring rust. When I seen him in the first couple rounds, and I said maybe that's ring rust. He trying to get a feel. But then when he did it the whole fight, I was like, dang, I hope it's not Devin because he don't want it. Because you know that they say when some people get cracked, they don't come back. So I'm hoping that that's not that Ryan did that and that was a psychological thing. Now Devin got that whole I don't know how I want to touch the canvas or nothing. And so I'm hoping that's not what that coming from. But yeah, I definitely got Tank. Now, if you asking me my winners on my fights, my winner for Devin and Tank, Carissa and Alicia, that's a good fight. If depending on what weight, because I think they probably would have to meet at like 154, 160, no bigger.
mm,
Which I would have to see if Carissa could make that. I probably still go Carissa. Alicia Shields, because she can fight and she's not going to run away from Carissa. She's going to sit in there and fight with her. But I still probably would take Carissa. Abdullah and Floyd, I got Floyd Schofield, I got Abdullah Mason.
Definitely.
Then I had Tank and Shakur. That's a hell of a fight, bro. That's a hell of a fight because it's like a high defensive IQ fighter and a high offensive IQ fighter. But I would still probably give the edge to Tank just because I don't know if Shakur if he gets hit by Tank is he gonna go back to just straight defense or is he gonna still try to give some offense with it? And
okay.
then the 5th fight I had who I had. I had Devin Tank, Shakur Tank, Carissa Alyssa, Abdullah. Who was my 5th fight again? I had can't remember who the Jonas. So you still can't think of 5 fights you got you that you would like to see as just a fan of boxing.
No, I like that some of your picks. I definitely like that Carissa Silvers and Alyssa Bumgarner.
Yeah, I like that fight. That fight been building up over years, and then now you know Jake Paul. Hey, matter of fact, since I just brought up Jake Paul, how you feel about Jake Paul's impact in boxing? He got a lot of these women fighters a good deal now that they getting on a big platform in July. What you think about Jake Paul in boxing?
Yeah. I don't feel no type of way about Jake Paul. He used what he already had built up to give him a name already, and that's what you're really supposed to do.
Got you, got you. Yeah, so you know Jake Paul that part. Um, Jake Paul. At first, I'm gonna tell you the truth. At first, I didn't really like the idea of Jake. I think that was just me because my air boxing is Mike Tyson at the end of his prime. Like I ain't see Mike in his prime years like your pop probably did when Mike was knocking dudes out, all that other stuff. That's my pops. They seen all that. I seen Mike at the end, but I still I used to watch. Oh, I still be watching old Mike fight. So when I'm hearing Jake Paul fighting Mike, I'm like, oh, come on, Jake, you clown. What you want to fight this dude for? He almost 60. I
Yeah.
heard the money that they both got. I was like, I understand it. That's too much money not to take that fight. I
Mm.
wouldn't. You can't offer me that money. Say, Smitty, you gonna fight Jake Paul? I'm gonna tell you, hell yeah, I'm fighting Jake Paul. I'm gonna find me a trainer and get in shape for about 2 months real quick. But then when I seen what he did with for the women with his MVP promotions, I said, no, I could respect that. Jake Paul used his platform and now he's helping boxers that's been doing and got a name, get them on a bigger platform. Man, like what you just said, where he took what he had, his name, and his couple fights, exhibitions, whatever, and he turned it into a professional career. As long as he take it serious, you can't be mad at him. Shoot. He found himself a lane and he running with it.
Exactly.
So yeah. So we got over that, Jake Paul. We got over all that. So you already told me you like Abdullah Mason a lot. That's good though. You pay attention to the women's game? Is you going because since we was just talking about MVP promotion,
Um, not for real, but the females down at the gym, yeah.
females that's at the gym. Who's some of the females y'all got down there? Isn't what's her name? O'Shea, I think her name
Yeah,
is.
O'Shea,
O'Shea, she
that's
trains with Bozy, don't she?
yeah,
Okay, I was like, she actually she getting ready for a fight in July too, ain't she?
yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, okay. So let me ask you one more question about your pops because we got pops sitting right there. He ducked off on the screen. You can't really sit here. I can get pop his joint a little bit. Other than just your pops, he being the person you started with and all that. How do you feel as he just had an impact in your life though?
He had a good impact in my life. He teaching me all the rights and wrongs and everything to go about life, not even just with boxing, just in life in general.
I got you, man. What's up, Pop? That's my man, the Bull 29th. That's my man right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's good to hear. Like I said, I always like to get the pops a shout out, especially when you got the pop that's in there, making sure the son's doing right. Because like I said, pops are feeling, as a father, especially a black father in this world, they get judged. Oh, they not there for their sons, or like I said in boxing, or they just in there trying to steal the spotlight from their son. So you
I
see
don't
your
need the
pop,
spotlight.
you said what?
I don't need the spotlight. Put everything on him.
He said I'm in the spotlight, but
No,
everything.
no, I said I don't need the spotlight. Put
Okay,
everything
yeah,
on him.
absolutely, no, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like fathers, especially the black fathers in boxing, they get a bad stigma as far as where he just want to be in the spotlight, taking it for his son. Let your son talk, or let your son got to do the fighting. So why is you all in the camera, running your mouth, doing all that, and your pops he be doing it, he's laid back. I like the pops that's out there for their sons doing it. If that's what your job is, if you the manager, then yeah, absolutely help promote your son, or if you the promoter for your son, like y'all got your own promotion team or whatever, and yeah, do that because that keeps them in the limelight for as far as the people want to know who they are. Because as a boxer, you basically your individual, your own entity, so you got to keep yourself popular. But sometimes it's best to just know your lane. Like I did an interview I was doing with Scooter Davis, and me and his pops was talking off camera, and we both said it as a parent, you got to sometimes know your lane. If your lane is the manager, just be the manager. If you're not, because you can't be the manager, the promoter, do all this, everything, and then when it's time, people you giving your son the fighter, your daughter the fighter, the bad looks. So just stay in your lane. So that's one thing I do. I like your pops. When me and him was texting, he like, yo, I set that up for you. Do this like that. We was working on some days to get it through, but we finally got it through to get you in here. So that's all that matters. But yeah, that's good to hear though that you said that your pops been a positive outlet on you. Before we get up out of here, anything you want to shout? Anybody you want to shout out as far as in the gym working out? You got your fight coming up June 13th, as you said at the 2300 arena. Anything else you want to shout out?
Yeah, shout out to my coaches. We got Bozy, Pooh, my dad, also Boots help me out, stuff like that. Shout out to everybody down there at the gym who I be sparring with. And we just ready to put on a performance June 13th.
June 13th. Where we at again? June 13th.
June 13th, South Philly in 2300 Arena.
Got you, man. It was good rapping with you, Dennis, man. I wish you the best of success in your career. Pops, thank you for setting this up, man. I'm gonna highlight back at y'all.
All right.
Uh,
Got
no,
you. Lakers Salam.